The deadliest sound ancient humans heard at night. The fire is dying. It's 3 hours before dawn in the African savanna, 50,000 years ago. The acacia trees are black silhouettes against a moonless sky. Inside the shallow cave, a family of 12 sits in near darkness. The embers glow orange. The smoke rises. And then, something breaks the silence. A sound. Low, rhythmic, distant, but unmistakable. It's not wind. It's not thunder. It's breathing. Heavy breathing. Getting closer. The mother's hand moves to her child. The oldest man stands. His spear, a fire-hardened stick with a stone point, is suddenly in both hands. Everyone knows what this sound means. Everyone knows what comes next. This is the roar of a lion, but not the roar you've heard in nature documentaries. This is different. This is a territorial call, a hunting call, a call that says, something in this cave smells like food. For ancient humans, the night was not just dark. It was a sensory void filled with sounds that meant death. And the lion's roar wasn't even the deadliest one. The question isn't whether ancient humans feared the dark. They did. But the sounds they heard in that darkness, those sounds shaped every decision they made about survival, about where to sleep, about fire, about group size, about whether to migrate or stay. Modern humans fear what they can't see. Ancient humans feared what they could hear, because sound travels in darkness. You can't see the predator. You can't judge distance or size. You can only hear it getting closer, or hear it stop, which is somehow worse. The lion's roar served a purpose. It was a warning. A lion that roars is announcing itself. It's claiming territory. It's saying, I am here, and I am dangerous. But a roaring lion is also a lion that's confident, a lion that doesn't need to hunt in stealth. The sounds that truly killed ancient humans were different. They were the sounds made by predators that didn't announce themselves. The hyena's laugh, that's what early humans called it, wasn't a sound of joy. It was the sound of a pack that had cornered something, that had made a kill. That was feeding. And if a hyena pack could take down a zebra, they could take down a human, a sick human, a child, an injured elder. The hyena's cackle could mean dozens of animals were converging on a single point. One human could run. One human could fight. But a human couldn't fight 30 hyenas in the dark. So when ancient humans heard that sound, they did something unusual for predators. They made noise back. They shouted. They screamed. They hit rocks together. They threw burning branches from the fire into the darkness. This wasn't courage. This was strategy. This was survival mathematics. The noise said, we are many. We are dangerous. We have fire. The effort wasn't worth it. Most of the time, it worked. But the truly deadliest sound wasn't the roar or the laugh. It was something more subtle. It was silence after the sound stopped. When a predator goes quiet, it means the hunt has begun. The stalking phase is over. The animal is close enough to strike. The sound has become a weapon of intimidation. The silence is the moment before the attack. Ancient humans developed an almost supernatural sensitivity to this shift. When the hyena's cackle stopped suddenly, everyone in the cave knew. The predator had picked a target. It was moving in. It was 10 feet away, maybe 5. This is when humans made their most dangerous decision, whether to run or to stand. Running triggered the chase instinct. A human running looks like prey. A hyena can run 40 miles per hour. A human can run maybe 15. The math was fatal. Standing meant using fire, throwing spears, making yourself look larger and more dangerous than you were. It meant the group had to stay together. No one could break formation. No one could panic. But here's what most people don't understand about ancient human survival. The deadliest sound wasn't always the sound of an animal. Sometimes it was the sound of other humans. Rival groups, competing tribes, humans who wanted your hunting territory, your water source, your cave, your fire-making knowledge. By 40,000 years ago, humans had developed language. They had developed the ability to plan complex hunts. They had also developed the ability to wage organized violence. The sound of a rival group approaching at night was different from an animal sound. It was the sound of footsteps, multiple footsteps, coordinated, deliberate, sometimes chanting, sometimes war cries. An animal attack was survivable if you had fire and numbers. A human attack was different. Humans could wait, humans could plan. Humans could burn you out of your cave or poison your water source. Humans could use strategy. When ancient peoples heard the sounds of a rival group at night, the entire group had to make a decision in minutes. Fight or flee, stand or abandon the cave and everything in it. Most of the time, they chose to flee. This shaped human migration patterns. This shaped settlement sizes. This shaped the development of alliances and trade networks. Humans needed to be mobile enough to escape, but they also needed to be connected enough that fleeing didn't mean death. The deadliest sound, ultimately, was the one that forced ancient humans to choose between their survival and their resources. But there was one more sound, one that combined the fear of predators with the fear of starvation, one that meant the entire group might die. It was the sound of silence itself, when the insects stopped chirping, when the frogs stopped calling, when the night animals went quiet. This wasn't the silence of a predator hunting. This was the silence of a landscape shutting down. And in the African savanna, this silence meant one thing. Something catastrophic was coming. A fire, a drought, a disease that was killing the animals, a climate shift that was destroying the plant food sources. When ancient humans heard the night go completely quiet, they knew they had hours or days to leave. The ecosystem was collapsing. The predators would follow the fleeing prey. The human group would have to move or starve. This sound, or rather, the absence of sound, killed more ancient humans than any roar or cackle, because it triggered migration. Migration meant leaving behind shelter, leaving behind knowledge of water sources, walking into unknown territory where other groups might live, where the dangers were unknown. Thousands died on these forced migrations. Children from exhaustion, elders from exposure, people from conflict with groups already living in the new territory. The night sounds that ancient humans feared weren't just about immediate death. They were about the fragility of survival itself. They were about the constant awareness that everything could change in an instant, that a sound in the darkness could mean the end of everything. This is why fire became so important. It wasn't just about warmth or cooking. Fire was the only thing that made night survivable. Fire made sound. Fire created light. Fire kept predators back. Fire meant humans could see the danger coming, and fire meant humans could gather together. The group around the fire was safer than the individual in darkness. Ancient humans didn't just survive the night, they learned to transform it. They learned that the sounds of danger could be answered with sounds of their own. They learned that darkness could be pushed back with light. They learned that together, they were stronger than any single predator. But the fear never fully went away. Even today, humans are uncomfortable in complete darkness. We still react with primal fear to certain sounds at night. Our bodies still remember those 50,000 years. Our nervous systems still carry the imprint of nights spent listening to the sounds of predators. The deadliest sound ancient humans heard wasn't the loudest. It was the one that meant they had to choose. Fight or flee, stay or abandon everything, risk death or accept starvation. Every night brought that choice. Every sound in the darkness was a test of survival instinct, and every human alive today is descended from people who made the right choice, who heard the sound, who acted, who survived. The night is still dark, but now we have lights, we have walls, we have weapons that kill from a distance. We've silenced most of the predators, but listen closely on a quiet night. You might still hear it, that ancient fear, that primal response to a sound in the darkness. It never really left us.